What up, people? Coach V, New Breed Boxing. How do you wake up the giant within? I had a guy come up to me after a sparring session yesterday. He was visiting my gym, and he had his coach with him, and he was getting his ass kicked in the sparring session. And I've seen this kid before do a lot better, and he looks better on the floor. And I've seen this scenario time and time again where somebody looks real good training and they look like total shit when they get in the ring, even against low-level opposition. Somebody that they have the ability to completely run over, but they just choose to operate at a lower level, which then starts to develop like an inferiority complex, and they start thinking they're not as good as they really are. They're oblivious to how much they're neglecting to bring to the table. And I call it's almost like a coma state that guys go into when they plateau mentally and they go into the ring and they start leaving all their skills on the table without utilizing any of them. It's like going on a mission, having every tool you need to complete the mission and only bringing 2 or 3 things with you, and then coming up short and going back home feeling like a loser. When you had everything you needed, but you just didn't utilize it. What is the disconnect? What is the mental blockage that's going on? So I always kind of refer to it as kind of like being in a coma state. You see guys just going through the motions in there. In the ring, you should be taking the initiative and going after the opponent. You shouldn't, there's some people are counter punchers, but forget all that. Even if you were counter punchers, you should still be leading and engaging first to set the traps, to create the openings with the counters. So I kind of would compare it to one time I was tired as hell driving home, and I was falling asleep driving, and some dude with a fucking crazy sports car, I seen him in my rearview mirror. It was like a 4-lane highway. He's coming up behind me. He must have been doing like 150 miles an hour. And I was barely doing the speed limit, fucking dozing off. When this dude passed me, my car was shaking side to side. And it was a near-death experience because I was veering in and out the lanes. And my adrenaline just kicked in. And then for the rest of the ride home, I was wired. Like I was ready for anything. And I would say that's kind of like the kind of situation you need to put yourself in. Incrementally more and more dangerous though. Don't just throw yourself into a fight with a beast that's gonna tear your head off and give you a bigger complex. What you gotta do is you gotta start inoculating yourself little by little and surrounding yourself with more advanced, more explosive personalities and fighters, little by little. If you don't have that already in you. Some people are just born with that, and some people need to develop it. So if you're one of those people that find yourself going through the motions and sparring, you're not one of those people that's born with it. You got to develop it. And the only way to basically develop it is to be around people like that so it'll rub off on you and put yourself in slightly dangerous situations and incrementally step up the risk levels as you get more and more comfortable and start taking chances. A little chance here, a little chance there. Then next thing you know, you'll be inoculated to taking risks. And then you'll be able to move forward and do things on a much higher level. And then once you get used to that, you won't go back. I can promise you that. So for all you guys that feel overwhelmed, some of you guys are just, you're just sleeping on yourself, man. So that's why I made the title Awaken the Giant Within, because you don't realize that you actually have everything you need already. You just need to tap into it. Can't snap. Tap into that. Boom, press that button. Awaken that giant within you, man, and start utilizing it. And once you do, you'll never go back. So anyway, hope you found this informative. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Go check out my Instagram, coach.v_. Don't be sleeping on yourself, man. Next time, you know what I'm saying, you look like you're slacking or you feel like you could have done better. You're sleeping on yourself, man. Wake the fuck up, all right? Till the next time, out.